Let's go with you.
Got enemies in the area. Take them down or send to their base.
Decided not to put up a fight.
Artillery! Target locked. We're taking the enemy base. Lost this one, but we'll be back.
Another battle for us. Oh, hello. Thank you for joining. I'm currently running a Tier 2 Japanese tank. this little beauty right here that's really honestly not my cup of tea, but you know, it works for me.
We've got enemies incoming. Either take them out or capture their base. Let's go.
If you're wondering why everybody else on my team is completely and totally quiet, I currently have it set up so that I'm in a party with myself. So they'll watch this later. I generally try and keep out of low-tier matches and everything because honestly they're a little pedantic and well, you can see how terrible this tank is. But with watching the rest of this team that's going on right now, so it looks like they're probably gonna win it. But let's move on to a new tank. As it happens, I tend to like the Russian tank lines myself. They're a little bit faster. Let's see. Let's run. This guy right here. Looks like we got a full platoon on the opposing side. 3 people on
We've got enemies incoming. Either take them out or capture their base. Let's go.
I would say this is probably a tier 7 match. It's pretty much what we've been. No, tier 6. That's rather surprising. I've usually been in maps that upscale 2 levels. But got this M6 right next to me. it's always fun to, be that line of guns that's where,
Enemies got us in their sight. They pierced their armor. We got a damaged threat. Ready to fire.
look, a lead.
Target locked. Load it up. Let it rip. That's it. We're 86.
The problem with that position right there, especially with what those two are doing right here, is that kind of funnels everybody in and whatnot. Yeah. In any event. Sorry about that, folks. Need to set up my nice little party there. So, now that we've got my private settings back up and running, think I'll go with my nice big old T150 here. Let's see, where shall we go?
We've got enemies in the area. Take them down or capture their
I
base.
think I'm gonna go around that mountain over there with the lighthouse on top of it.
Focus attention here.
It's all well and good they want to focus attention going down that one line, but again, like what happened with my KV-1S earlier, that's a very typical fatal funnel. And what you'll probably see is a whole bunch of our medium tanks down there getting wiped out, because They don't want to hang back.
Enemies got us in their sights. I see one.
Yeah, he's running off there. So our medium up at D, what, 4? Yeah, D4. It's giving us a really nice clear line of sight for heavies coming up on us.
We just dinged them. Reloading. Looks like that one went right through. Looks like we're shooting spitballs. We lost a friendly vehicle.
No, you don't.
We got a damaged track. Viewport's busted. Can't see a thing.
Nice clean shot from our tank destroyer behind me. Think, maybe. Not exactly clear. Yeah, let's see if I fix
You
that
find a
turret
repair.
there. Now, the great thing about running a heavy like this is that you can take just all of the damage. But the takeaway on that is that I'm actually really kind of slow, and you get into a habit of thinking that you can take a lot of shots, but some of these tanks aren't nearly as strong as what you might want them to be, or what you originally think, because you decide to get greedy, as I like
Ready
to say.
to fire. Enemy armor is damaged. We didn't penetrate their armor. Enemies looking right at us.
Probably not gonna get this kill because I'm just being inaccurate.
Scratch another bad guy.
No, never mind, I did. Look at that.
Zero penetration.
Gotta just take out that track right there.
Good clean hit. Looks like that one went right through.
And proceed to miss every shot.
Scratch
There you
another
go.
bad guy. Locked and loaded.
This is probably gonna be another match that we lose, but
All our artillery has been destroyed. Focus on this location. Nice shot. Our team just wasted an enemy.
if our medium can get down there and peg the two that are left, we might win this. But to be able to do that, you need to get a pen shot on them, and he doesn't have enough time to do that, I don't think. So, it's an unfortunate loss, but we lived
Focus
through it.
attention here.
So, let's see. I think I'm going, well, let's see. We are 3,900 experience away from getting a new upgrade onto the T-150. So, let's keep going with that. So, yeah. This is an interesting setup. Probably the points to try and capture, not necessarily is that center map or center point right there in the middle of the map, but the area around G7, G6 area. Look at me, not paying attention to the map. Got very few people going down to take that point. So, because we've got that happening, let's go ahead and turn, since hopefully we have people covering, and go for the inevitable lights that are going to come up the A and B columns right there. Because with this map, the artillery pieces, which are square dots on the map, they're really, really important. And
focus on this area.
They know it just as well as we do. And the problem you see with this game is that, especially with the PS4 community, is that nobody really works with each other too well. So, you see this one heavy that's up in front of me, Big Bad Whoopie. He's really actually farther out than he needs to be. We're catching up to him. We've got one medium that's watching the middle lane, which, you know, is okay because probably nobody's gonna come straight up through there. The typical thing with this particular map is that people will go running up the southern drive and everything, and ends up being a case where everybody dies. Scouts for us. We're gonna have to push up here. Hopefully we have that tank destroyer coming in that can give a little bit better view. Or we can just shoot at him.
Gun loaded.
was really lucky. That's a tier 8 that's right in front of us.
Loaded and ready. That got him. They've spotted us.
Really, the problem right now is that we don't have a line on their artillery.
You lost an ally. Enemy's looking right at us. Radio man is back on his feet.
Down there. Alright.
All our artillery has been destroyed.
The first big problem is gone for us. Since we had artillery come down, I'm just gonna start kind of serpentine a little bit so they don't really know where I'm at anymore.
They've spotted us.
That's a problem because we still haven't got a beat on the artillery yet.
Radio man is dead. We can only signal nearby hits. That's
Yep,
it.
like
We're
that.
86.
But that's okay. We managed to get one really good shot off on artillery up there, and we have a tank destroyer coming up on them right now. This is very likely to be a win for us. Unless that heavy that's down there gets the most heroic comeback streak possible. Alright. Well, let's head back to garage then, shall we? Alright. And that did count as a win for us, which we kinda already knew. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. A little trigger happy with pressing buttons, as it were. And we only need 1,600 more. Which I have free experience to put into it, but I don't quite feel like doing that right now. Let's go ahead and keep on keeping on. Now, I'm not quite sure how long I'm going to be running episodes of such and everything. This is kind of just more free form and everything. as y'all probably noticed, this is my first airing of anything for streaming
No, we're not
on
getting
here,
paid by
so
the hour.
should know a little bit about
Focus
myself.
on this location.
I've been gaming for probably 10 or 15 years and everything. For probably more competitive gaming time frame and everything. Beyond that, I've poked around doing basically what I'm doing now for probably since I was 14 or so. I'm not somebody that's terribly serious with regards to gaming, so if you're looking for somebody that is going to show you all the pro gaming things and everything, not really one of those.
Enemies looking right at us.
Yeah,
Here's
we
one.
kind of have the same thought process.
You're just deeper. We got him. Looks like that one went right through. Penetration. Enemies got us in their sights. We're done for. Everyone
Well,
get
you won
out.
that little duel. That was interesting. But yeah, I'm not terribly serious about what I do on these games and everything. I tend to be of the mindset that, people should enjoy what they do and everything for a hobby, and if you get too wrapped up in trying to be God's gift to gaming and everything, that you lose a sense of enjoyment of it, and you make others enjoy what they do for a hobby less. And that kind of hurts the community and everything, and yeah. So most of the time when I'm doing one of these games or streaming another game and everything, I'm gonna be poking around and trying to have a good time of it and everything, and hopefully y'all enjoy that and everything. Be sure and let me know in comments and everything. Hopefully
We've got enemies in the area. Take them down or capture their base.
If not, well, I'm sure there's somebody that you could find that does do what you enjoy and everything. Here we are, I'm now running the tank destroyer. Basically it's a sniper type
Focus
machine.
on this area.
This one is one of the faster variants. This is why I said Russians. They have the faster vehicles. They can just get right up on top of somebody and everything. They're not super accurate, but
They've spotted us. I see one.
see, they have decent strength.
Reloading.
And our light's gonna
Enemy
get that
exposed.
kill. Got M4 hiding behind our sword here.
That's gotta hurt.
Unfortunately, I can't really get a good angle on this guy here. Him though.
We barely grazed him. We didn't penetrate
If I
their
can
armor.
get a good shot off on him. That's probably not gonna happen though. So let's move and try and find ourselves a better
No good. Didn't go through.
switch over ammunition.
We just chased them. Enemies got us in their sights. We didn't penetrate their armor.
Now the reason why I switched over to the other style of rounds is that it's high X rounds, which I got away with somebody's shot there. High explosive rounds, they do like critical damage to
Load it up. Let it rip.
crews and whatnot, and it does splash damage. So if you're having trouble trying to pin somebody, you can try and hit around them to try and cause some kind of damage to them. It's not terribly useful, so I don't tend to carry many high explosive rounds on my tanks. But they're useful in certain situations, and they're certainly better used on, say, your artillery pieces where they already have splash damage. But we pretty well won this. They're not going to have enough of a force against what we have to be able to stop us from winning this. It's only 3 heavies, which, while they can do a lot of damage, it's a matter of how many guns are versus how many guns. It's really, at this point, a game of math.
We're capturing the enemy base.
All I really have to do to protect myself is sit right here and look through this little entryway right here. But it looks like they're probably gonna kill that last tank before we cap. Yeah, that OE is definitely gonna die.
Now that's how you do it.
And that's a win for us. No kills, but we did a little bit. Sometimes that's all that matters, ultimately. Yeah. So, let's go ahead and run this again. See if we can't try and get that tank finished out and everything. sorry about that. I'm typing away on the computer. But
The enemy is defending a position up ahead. It's our job to take it from them.
this will be an interesting match, I think. I don't generally play too many of this match. I don't know why Matchmaker doesn't put me on with them. Problem with World Tanks is that you can't really choose the type of matches that you get put into. Which, you know, is okay, because, you know, I guess historically you never really know what kind of situation you're gonna get into and everything. And the good thing about World of Tanks is that they try to do a really good job with keeping to historical accuracy on their tanks and such. Now, the catch to that is that not a lot of their tanks are ones that were actually used in battle. You'll notice, or I can show you later on, but many of the tanks that are available were ones that were experimental, so we're already not in a good position here, but that's okay.
Releasing target. Enemies looking right at us. Fire! Put it out quickly. This vehicle's finished.
Now, unfortunately, we got... See, that fire that came up, that was one of those things that those high explosive rounds can do. Causes vehicle damage and everything, say, to your various components. Which, since I'm in a position to kind of do so, you've got your engine, ammunition, gun, turret, scope, radio, viewfinder, and track. And, or no, sorry, not. That's the gas tank. Yeah. Don't mind me, sometimes I'm an idiot. But each one of the parts of your vehicle have their own different hit bars, I guess you could call it. Same with your crew, which is your loader, gunner, driver, all that and everything. But the high explosive rounds, to get back to the topic at hand, is what they do is specifically they damage components of your tank, not the tank in general. So they do lower damage, but they can potentially cripple a tank because, say you lose your track, you're stuck in one spot for a while. And getting out of this, as you're sitting there waiting for a component to be repaired, once it gets repaired, it's permanently damaged at that point. So crippling a vehicle has long-term benefits for your team or long-term detriments to your own vehicle, depending on if you're the one damaging or are the one that's damaged. Alright, let's, while waiting for that to finish, jump into my artillery tank over here. Now, this is actually a good map for artillery. I don't usually get maps like this when I'm trying to run one of my artillery pieces. Now, a little bit about this particular artillery piece. Russian artillery, from what I've noticed, doesn't have the terribly greatest range. What lacks in range, though, it tends to make up for in power. The problem being, though, is that for all of the power that the weapon has and potential damage, it tends to bounce a lot of rounds. And as you can see, we've already got marks down. And I'm not particularly in a good position for shooting at things. Let's put that, say, right there. That's fine.
Gun loaded.
And somebody tracked him, so... In the meantime, that Lee isn't moving, so I'm gonna put a round out on top of him and potentially destroy him. Which isn't gonna happen for me because I'm inaccurate. He came back up.
They're trying to capture our base. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Loaded and ready.
Now, I'm a little confused on how I didn't get noticed yet because they're apparently... Oh.
Focus on this location.
Okay. Yeah, I see what's going on there. Everybody's paying attention to what they shouldn't be. In the meantime, though...
Clearing gun! She's loaded!
That light's probably gonna drown himself. I do not have the range to put a round up there, so let's go ahead and drive a little bit. You don't generally want to do this with an artillery piece because they have notoriously weak armor, but if I can get around up there, see, like that M4
Fire!
hopefully hits.
Enemies in our base.
Nope. They won this. Which, you know.
Loaded and ready. We may have lost this one, but we'll be back.
It's fine. But I think I'm going to go ahead and jump off of World of Tanks for a little bit and switch over to something different. So, if you enjoy my random shenanigans on World of Tanks and would like to see more, be sure to let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy my calm, kind of meandering way of doing things and everything, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you, and take care all.